that I may see the wonders of your law.
Our third reading is taken from the encyclical letter of Pope Francis, He loved us, on the human and divine love of the heart of Jesus. An oblation to love. Paragraph 195. To help us reflect more deeply on this mystery, we can turn once more to the luminous spirituality of Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus. Teresa was aware that in certain quarters an extreme form of reparation had developed, based on a willingness to offer oneself in sacrifice for others, to become in some sense a lightning rod for the chastisements of divine justice. In her words, I thought about the souls who offered themselves as victims of God's justice in order to turn away the punishments reserved to sinners, drawing them upon themselves. However, as great and generous as such an offering might appear, she did not find it overly appealing. I was far from feeling attracted to making it. So great an emphasis on God's justice might eventually lead to the notion that Christ's sacrifice was somehow incomplete or only partly efficacious, or that his mercy was not sufficiently powerful. With her great spiritual insight, Saint Teresa discovered that we can offer ourselves in another way, without the need to satisfy divine justice, but by allowing the Lord's infinite love to spread freely. O my God, is your disdain love going to remain closed up within your heart? It seems to me that if you were to find souls offering themselves as victims of Holocaust to your love, you would consume them rapidly. It seems to me too that you would be happy not to hold back the waves of infinite tenderness within you. While nothing need be added to one redemptive sacrifice of Christ, to the one redemptive sacrifice of Christ, it remains true that our free refusal can prevent the heart of Christ from spreading the waves of his infinite tenderness in this world. Again, this is because the Lord wishes to respect our freedom. More than divine justice, it was the fact that Christ's love might be refused that troubled the heart of Saint Teresa, because for her, God's justice is understood only in the light of his love. As we have seen, she contemplated all God's perfections through his mercy, and thus saw them transfigured and resplendent with love. In her words, even justice seems to me clothed in love. This was the origin of her act of oblation, not God's justice, but to his merciful love. I offer myself as a victim of Holocaust to your merciful love, asking you to consume me incessantly, allowing the waves of infinite tenderness shut up within you to overflow into my soul, and that thus I may become a martyr of your love. It is important to realize that for Teresa, this was not only about allowing the heart of Christ to fill her heart through her complete trust with the beauty of his love, but also about letting that love through her life spread to others and thus transform the world. Again, in her words, in the heart of the Church, my mother, I shall be love, and thus my dream will be realized. The two aspects were inseparably united. The Lord accepted her oblation. We see that shortly thereafter she stated that she felt an intense love for others and maintained that it came from the heart of Christ, prolonged through her. So she told her sister Leonie, I love you 1,000 times more tenderly than ordinary sisters love each other, for I can love you with the heart of our celestial spouse. Later, to Maurice Bellier she wrote, how I would like to make you understand the tenderness of the heart of Jesus, what he expects from you. Here ends our third reading.
Thanks be to God.